Welcome back to the Dark Force. So, now that we've got Apollonius on our side,
let's see what he can do.
First, beauty tips with TR.
Really?
Yes.
What? I'm in the middle of something.
Please be funny, please be funny.
Whoa, what's with this nasty smell? Are you pulling weeds or something?
No,
she's
How rude. That smell is...
Hexarose.
It's a medical herb that's good for nourishing skin.
Oh, we're doing this joke. Okay.
So she's gonna ask a trap question like, is my skin okay?
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
Nothing.
that was it.
Oh.
Well, okay.
What's the
Okay.
punchline? What's the punchline?
Hey, did you
What's
see
even
that?
the point?
Ah, you noticed it too.
What? Stop with the program game.
I've become so awesome that I'm practically a god myself.
Get it? Because we've leveled up?
Jova,
Is
you're
that-
gonna play devil's Jova, you're gonna play devil's advocate. Why is him being
No one
consistently?
thinks that at all.
Yeah, what is the joke of this thing about Fang consistently thinking he's a god? What is the joke here?
Well,
He's
I'm,
self-aware that he's the protagonist.
well, I'm waiting for the punchline of this scene.
Even though we're back in the past, the shitty game's still a success. I mean, the power is identical to what it was before we got sent back.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go, they
that's
know.
actually a good point. Okay.
Okay, so what's the answer then? Obviously, I noticed that a while ago. Don't look down on my observations.
An Ace Attorney you are not, bub.
I totally noticed that you're rocking a different hairstyle. What?
No, she is
What?
not.
That's-
No.
No, see, Teo, we didn't.
My hair is the same as it ever was.
Same as it ever was. I'm gonna wreck it.
Whatever. I know that what you're asking. I'm sorry, Fang. They cannot change your hairstyle because that would require making a new sprite. So.
No,
Huh, maybe...
Yes, that's right. I literally just pointed that out to you.
Is this the
Oh.
context for is this the contest for who can be the stupidest of the two?
Well, Bang would win
That's
that.
got something to do with that singularity, but so what?
I agree, but
Is
so
there
we were
actually a
just
story
gonna shrug
reason?
that away.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
that's basically it. Aaron is actually genuinely trying to figure things out and what the hell is going on here. However, whatever. Let's just he's operating on Final Fantasy 14 logic. Let's just do whatever and hope a miracle happens.
Let's see, instead of keeping the original string...
wow, I never thought about it like that.
So basically his theory is that basically why they're keeping their singularity... Interesting.
Right? It's a non-issue. Just don't think about it. I've always known Luck was on my side. Me and Luck go together like meat and potato.
Giving food fodder on for its money with these food puns.
Let's see, we did...
That's not even a pun, that's just terrible.
Just like food fight.
There's,
Zing!
there's nothing I can't do.
Yeah, you're right.
No, you're not.
Don't buy into the stupidity, Aaron!
Thanks, my
Aaron!
turn. Okay for you after all.
No! Aaron, come back to us!
Well, okay, to be fair, I guess we did sort of talk over Fang's fury about why everyone's as strong as they were
Okay,
before.
fine, whatever. Well, it's like I said, the point is, he's basically trying to say, Aaron, don't worry, whatever happens, we'll just roll with it and just try to destroy anything that comes in our way. It's not like we can do...
that it could have been worse. So.
Yeah, and he also says, it's not like there's anything we can do now.
How shipwrecks happen.
Wait,
Whatever. Whatever, the point is, this is not fun.
I hope this ship we're on doesn't start sinking.
That
God,
metaphor
I
is stupid, and so are you.
Crap, I missed what he was saying before.
Sailing, jumping on a rail.
Don't worry, Joe, but it's not like the game brings it up ever again. It was just pointless in general.
Oh, it's just you, Fang.
I'm Mrs. Tits. So why do you sound so disappointed? Actually, that's me. Why do you sound so disappointed?
I thought you might be Aaron, so I got all excited. I guess it was a waste of energy.
Do you just assume everyone who walks into your room is a
And that's
fairy?
it.
Brilliant skit. That was totally worth our time and money.
What's
These
up?
conversations
Do you need
might as
something?
well just be how's the weather.
I'm hungry. Give me something to eat.
Oh god, don't tell me it's flat flash game with a pumpkin. Jeez, you're such a glutton. If you keep eating snacks between meals, you're going to get fat. And that's it.
I guess that's good to know.
There's something I still understand. Why did you know my sister's name? Could it be? Are you a... What's a stealth?
Stalker.
Oh, stalker.
What's with this game's fascination in stalking? Yeah, why does this game have this obsession with stalking and shit?
I apologize.
It's a stupid.
There's no way someone as clumsy and disorganized as you could do such a meticulous work.
It's such a stupid anime cliche, assuming that the male protagonist is a stalker.
Was that an insult just now?
Relief. Oh no.
Oh, what a relief. It's just you, Fang.
This is a sequel skit to the hourly one. Why am I in relief?
Harley's been coming up with all sorts of excuses to touch me. I was scared that she decided to barge into my room.
Oh, I get it. It's a counterpart to Harley's scene, where she thought it was Aaron coming in there.
Yeah, I just said that. Well, that was stupid and pointless. Moving on. Seafood, nope. What's what happened at the pub? Oh, that's right. Guillermo hasn't told us about the lore about the Rudoke blast furnace. Go ahead, sir.
Are you going to the Rudoke blast furnace? Apparently it was used to manufacture iron long ago.
Hey, Guillermo, what specific
Guillermo.
coming out?
Guillermo.
Now it's abandoned and falling apart. If you plan to go there, make sure you're careful and alert and
Well, I'm not.
And pay attention for scavengers, you know.
I don't have any Hispanic stuff, so.
Alright. Let's see if there's anyone here to talk to. Nope. Alright.
Hello.
Welcome! I've got some steaming hot info all ready for my favorite customer. I'm offering it at this discounted rate. What do you think?
Discounted rate of 5,000 gold, basically.
Oh, thank you for your patronage. Let's see. Apparently there's a Fury located at Solari Village.
Oh boy, it's the town where we met Zenke, the psychopath.
Alright, he's alive again.
So we have to go there again? I really don't like that guy.
Nobody does.
Well, that's the only way we'll get Galdo again.
So that's who we must face.
Yeah, I've got my own nickname for Apollonius.
Still, the only way you're getting a refund is if my info turns out to be false.
I just call him miserable twat. That's what he is. That's what I'm getting off him.
Anyway. At least we know where to go.
That's because he has nothing but his character beside that. Anyway, let's head over to Solari Village.
Good luck. Come again.
So on the left is Cocky Prick. We got Bland Girl.
Hold on.
Do you know who Zenke is? Yeah, I'm sort of familiar with him.
Zenke is one of Dorfa's 4 heavenly czars, along with Mariana, Paiga, and myself.
There you go.
Oh, cool.
However,
we got a heavenly czar on our
his soul is
side.
wrought with bloodlust and hedonism. It would be best if you didn't engage him recklessly.
I see. So you're saying he's one of your former comrades?
I've never considered him a comrade. I admit
Wait,
he's
Tsar,
strong,
comrade.
but he's
Is
a
this going to be a
brutal
Russian
man governed only by his base impulses.
I already know this man. Jeez, this is gonna suck.
Well, it's this game,
Telling
so
me.
yeah. Okay. Still nothing. Still nothing. Oh, Riverbank. First, let's see if Guillermo has something to talk to us about Solari Village. Well, actually, we've already read what he has to say about Solari Village, so if I remember correctly, I think I skipped this.
Maybe he says something different.
Oh, go ahead too, just in case.
Oh, sorry. They're famous for their wineries, but I heard some troubling rumors.
Yeah.
Lately.
I don't remember. We
Not really sure why.
Yeah, we've already read this. Never mind. Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, new thing to Aaron. See what Aaron has to say then. Oh, this one. Okay. Alright, it's all you, Dibs.
You sound like you're worried about something. Is everything okay?
I need an adult with you in the room.
Have you finally decided to let me thoroughly examine your body? Sorry, I'm too annoyed to dignify that of a response.
Thank you.
I'm only kidding. If something is on your mind, you can tell me. Just think of me as your big sister.
Alright,
Big sister who likes to examine you.
It's not that big of a deal.
So what's on your mind, Aaron?
But whatever it is, you can't stop thinking about it.
Yes.
Do you know what kind of girls Fang likes?
Really?
Oh, somebody's got a crush.
You know, for context, why is she asking Harley of all people? She knows him the least of the
Oh?
girls.
Not just that.
Does he actually like girls like Tiara? I know her personality is awful, but she's cute and well-mannered.
No, she's not
Oh.
cute, well-mannered, and she's not cute.
This scene happens because you took the route with Tiara, okay.
Oh!
Maybe better
Actually,
off if I
Teo-
wasn't his fairy partner.
Actually, Teo, this skit appears regardless of which path you are in. That's
This
what
is
baffles
it.
me.
A fairy and her fencer finally had the love talk.
Well, actually, they didn't have the love.
Love, but that's not it.
Oh, so it's just, one-night stands?
The other day, Fang asked me what kind of guys I like, so I was just wondering what kind of girls
Yeah, you might,
he likes.
you might
Oh.
remember that skit where he asked her that. So this is a sequel skit.
Oh, okay, so it's just curiosity. Never mind then.
But if that's all it is, you wouldn't be thinking that he'd be better off without you.
There you go, Jova. Already just answered.
If you reverse the situation, doesn't that mean you want to live up to your partner's expectations?
Obvious Undertale joke out of the way.
So Shiro started feeling regrets about shipping Fang with Tiara.
I don't care about
Yeah, whatever.
You might have some strong feelings towards him. Really? I hadn't thought about it like that.
I've actually looked things up, and fans of this game usually ship him with Aaron because they think they have the better
They asked you about
chemistry.
your taste in men. How did
Yeah,
you feel?
honestly, I see where they're coming from. I mean, honestly, out of
My
all the
heart
people he's
started
known,
racing. But
he's
anyway, it was just a misunderstanding.
known
Right,
Aaron
yeah,
the
my
most
life.
anyway, since she's the only one who remembers the events of what have happened in the first timeline.
Misunderstanding
can
is
see that.
fine. If you felt your heart race, doesn't mean it was important to you. What? It's impossible.
Besides,
What I need to remember is that before, the ships were made, I only knew basic information.
My problem.
oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Besides,
this
Shuri,
bit.
It's impossible to say with certainty that it's impossible.
fair enough. Anyway, well,
What?
to be fair, Shuri, I mean, hey, we'll get to see the ending with Aaron anyway, after we finish the first route.
Yeah, we will. We will.
If you're not sure how
Anyway.
you feel, think about it.
In part
yeah,
29
thanks,
specifically.
Harley.
If I remember correctly. Anyway, what I was gonna say is, I get what they're going with when it comes to Aaron and Fang. They're trying to do the whole, they argue a lot, but that's just because they really love each other deep
Why
down.
don't we
I get
find
that.
But I mean, inspect that body of yours.
Hold on, Dibs. I actually have something to say. And to be fair, you can do that trope right. There have been plenty of anime, even animes who have done that trope right. It can be
Rama
done
one
right.
half, like the same thing that was written by writers like the very writer of this game.
I know, Java, but I'm just trying to specify that this trope can be done properly. The problem is that this game does it in such a incredibly simplistic and in-your-face way that it's just, and without any nuance to it. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm a low level.
What? This joke is not. This is like the third time they've done this joke.
It was funny the
I'm
first.
level hoodlum. It's custom. No, it wasn't funny the first time's joke.
Depends.
It honestly depends. I mean, I kind of found it funny the first time because it's tongue-in-cheek RPG humor.
But the same, it's the reverse of your argument, Pedro. Yes, just because things are self-aware doesn't mean they're necessarily funny, but but that's the thing. Sometimes just because they're self-aware,
Or
they're
maybe
actually funny.
walking stereotypes
Yeah.
and just comments. No,
There you go.
stop
Go ahead,
doing.
What? What's wrong?
Types are just common everywhere.
What's
Just
wrong?
because you point out stuff doesn't make it funny. Aye, you're listening to me.
Wait, stop. There's a right and a wrong way to make the exact same joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. They sort of had an idea of how to do it the right way the first time, but here they've run it
But
into the
they
ground.
haven't changed anything. It's milking the same cow teeth over and over again.
Yeah, true. Even if it was funny beforehand.
Stop. I have to address this. Like, if you want to flirt with a woman, stop being vulgar about it, lady. You're the lady who likes being verbally abused.
True.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Also, what is the spooky music?
Because he's a rapist, I guess.
Because it's Halloween.
Yay!
Well, October.
October 4th. There, this part is officially dated.
What? You bitch!
Oh no. Now she's gonna get turned on.
Yeah, see? Oh, no.
Hold it right there.
Da 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 da!
Fangman.
Hey, bastard! What do you think you're doing with my friend? This particular skit shows up because I'm in the Terra path.
Are you trying to get in my way?
Excuse me?
You're in my way.
I didn't know you were with someone. Please excuse me.
You're in my way, sir.
Sure.
I could have solved that issue by myself.
Sure.
Yeah, but this game decided that I'd be the man to bail you out. Cause
hold on. He's saying something.
That wasn't the problem. I just don't like when other guys touch you. Ooh.
Possessive much?
Well, remember, Teo, we're in the...
True, but how is that phrase any different from the one Blondie said it before?
Well, the context behind it. When Blondie did it, he did it because, like, literally anyone. And with Fang, it's in the context that the guy was obviously going places where you should not go, absolutely.
Not just that, Teo. He literally just said, it's nothing. I just don't like it when guys touch you, as in to imply he's jealous or something. Whereas Sherman literally went for, you're mine, while grabbing her, so it's not really a fair comparison.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Yuri.
My heart is suddenly racing.
That's called adrenaline.
It's like someone is shipping me with him. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. You're my servant. I was just looking out for my possession.
What you were just saying before, Pedro?
Yeah, never mind.
When did I become
Sorry, Teo.
your servant?
At this point, I'm just drained out. We're barely 1/3 into this.
Jeez, and I was almost ready to show you gratitude.
You blew it, man.
You had one job, Fang.
Yeah, one job, Fang.
Looks like this ship ain't
That's a
happening.
pretty condescending way of thanking someone.
Oh.
Okay, game. Okay, game. Your writing here doesn't even make sense from a confrontational standpoint. Who's in the wrong? Tiara or Fang? Make up your mind. You keep flip-flopping between who's...
You cannot just create conflict for the sake of conflict.
No, it's not so much that, Theo. It's more so the fact that both of them are making mistakes in this conversation, and yet the game keeps suddenly flip-flopping. Okay, now we're supposed to start with Tiara. Okay, now we're supposed to start with Fang. Okay, pick one.
I think
someone has to be in the right in this conversation.
I think I can sum up the major issue with this scene. This feels like they had two different scenes just mushed together. Like, this feels like the scene should have ended after, Tiara was fainting, or, saying, I don't need your help, and then Fang explaining that. Then they have that touching moment, and then the scene ends, and then they have this bickering scene, for something that's more... Oh my god, I just realized something.
Two separate skits.
They're not playing the trumpet theme during a bickering scene for the first time. They're not playing the trumpet theme for a bickering scene for the first time.
That's probably trouble because this is one of the paths and it's
that's because this is a Tiara path exclusive kit, and because of that they played the Tiara shipping theme.
Although it sounds strangely sci-fi.
The weird.
And, just you wait, Teo. Eventually, this theme will get its own vocal version.
Oh.
When the shipping gets even stronger.
Yeah, the weird thing is like, as soon as he started talking about as if, oh, you're my servant, that's when it feels like we started a completely different scene that was more for a comedic one. Because usually whenever Fang does that sort of back and forth with her, it's usually played for laughs. But no, here the serious shipping music theme is playing, and like,
anyway,
does this really belong here?
I'm sorry, I was just trying to remain at the very least somewhat fair, because
Yeah, well, that's usually my job anyway.
With Fang, I guess it's still being played for laughs, but it's not easy to tell because, again, the music was serious then. We only know...
The thing is, for me, I'm a bit more easy to tolerate this because I was actually the one actually playing it, and I actually do generally enjoy the gameplay, so for me it was a bit easier to put up with it.
Yeah, with me, I still see it as saying being tongue-in-cheek with the whole "you're my servant" thing here and there, because again, that's been the running theme.
Alright,
however, if this was your first time watching it, yeah, with the music being serious like that, you wouldn't be able to tell.
So is Fang forced to fight Kefka with an axe again?
No.
Kefka?
A little bit of that world map theme.
Oh, right, Kefka does show up.
A little bit of that world map theme sounded a little bit like Crash Bandicoot's Japanese song.
Oh, really? Maybe some composer?
No.
Check if the Earthbound Appas were the ones who did that.
Hey, what time are you guys at?
2020, 2021.
Yeah,
shoot, I'm a few seconds behind. I'm at 2030.
A wise decision.
Okay.
And
course of action.
It's funny I mentioned 2020 because that's when the next Fast and Furious film's gonna come out.
Anyway.
Yeah, so...
Huh, that's actually a smart idea.
So yeah, considering this is the second time we're doing this time they're actually taking the tactical approach. We're going to sneak into the dungeon. Oh, and of course, Aaron once again uses her power to become chibi that is never explained or asked about.
Because she's a fairy and she can become small, I guess.
But none of the other fairies can do that. Apparently it's a power exclusive to her.
Maybe they can, they just choose not to, or maybe it's an exclusive ability to her as a fairy.
Here's the problem. How are we gonna make Galdo join their side this time around?
Don't worry, Tail.
It's so hilarious! You're both pissing me off!
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to fight my own brother. I love him. I know, that's why it's so hilarious. You see, the fact that I hate empathy makes me a bad guy.
No, I think Zenke got the right idea and just rolling with it and trying to enjoy every last drop of anything that there is. And the result is making him go mad. Maybe that's the secret. In order to enjoy this game, you actually have to be a madman.
Also, his fairy kind of went nuts there for a moment.
This fairy reminds me of Prima from Disgaea.
What? Are you seriously giving me orders? Huh, Paiga?
Did you forget that I technically outrank you?
True.
So what?
Fuck your rags.
That's basically what he's saying, really.
Not at all. However, it might be best if you tried a more amicable approach.
Shut the hell up! What do you care anyway? We've got the Fury. Quit complaining!
No, that's not it, but please, you must calm down.
Yeah.
We need to collect the Furies in secret, and we especially can't risk damaging Dorfa's reputation. Our stock would fall drastically. We'd lose all public trust.
Oh, of course. Well, the chart says.
We can kiss our year-end bonuses goodbye. If that happens,
hey, it's like British bankers. British bankheads.
Wow, I'm impressed. You're such a hard worker.
Shut up! You be quiet!
Did you just tell me to shut up? Paiga, you bastard. Are you volunteering to help me relieve some stress?
Not at all.
I would very much like to relieve some stress right now, but I'm out of tea.
Where did you put the Fury?
Don't worry about it. I stuck it in the dungeon for safekeeping.
Oh, how convenient. Thanks,
I'm sure nothing
stupid.
will not long. Yeah.
I'm back! We pretty much found out where we need to go. Just do what I say, okay? It looks like there are a lot of guards on duty, but as long as
okay, we're not in the dungeon yet.
I'm sure it'll
Don't
be
play the dungeon theme until we're there.
Don't you see, Luigi? Sorry, Pedro, we have one background for this scene, we need to use it.
And there we go.
Oh, so that's why, because we start in the dungeon. How nice. I had the inkling suspicion that was going to be the reason.
The Fury should be down the staircase.
Something reeks.
Huh? It's not me. I take baths every day. Me,
not funny.
Tiara?
I bathe every day as well.
No, it's not that. Something smells really bad.
Let me guess. They're carrying fish with them.
The smell's coming from this hole.
Oh.
Dead bodies.
Oh.
Is this a grave? No. It's more like a dumping site.
Are we going Holocaust on this?
No, it's all the people that Zenk killed.
Don't even look here.
Well, dag. I dumped them there.
Sorry, game. It's a bit too late to suddenly try to get me to care about murder.
Mood whiplash.
Not just that. About caring about the world in general.
He is truly beyond redemption.
Mood whiplash.
But don't you see, yeah, not just that. What Jova said, and also, but don't you see too? This man is so repulsive and beyond redemption. He just killed women and children. He needs to be stopped.
No, seriously, dumping bodies, that's like downright Holocaust stuff. And like, you know, I get you're trying to show he's evil, but...
Yeah, we don't really need the overdoing like that. Yeah, like, for clear complaints the first time.
Never mind the fact that that was literally followed up by a joke about who smells the worst between Aaron and Tiara. You're making Spider-Man 3 look masterful at that. Well, okay.
Look, game. You can be lighthearted or you can be dark and serious, but you can't be both. Pick one.
You know, yeah. For as much issues as Spider-Man 3 had, it had like maybe one awkward transition here and there between goofy and dark. And even then, that was a more subtle one that at least showed what the black suit was doing to him. This one has no reason to it except to show that Zenke is evil. I mean, good lord, that's like Cry for Justice levels of trying to make us hate the villain.
Gotta love how Apollonia's challenge cleared theme.
So is his weapon a gunblade?
Giant sword too, similar to the ones that Galdo uses.
Really, so it looked like a gun.
They already started copying God Eater already with this one. Criminal scum.
Well, like we've already established, this is basically every anime cliche in one game.
I guess. How?
That's just another big problem. This game is the personification of creative bankruptcy. Like Theo and Joe have been pointing out various times. There's not a single original idea in this stupid story. Or like even the gameplay, because you know the gameplay is just copy pasted from Neptunia anyway.
And you know, that wouldn't be a bad thing per se if you know they actually worked well with the cliches. But they don't.
I will one day bring peace to this world, and everyone will call me a legendary hero.
No.
When should we tell them the memo that RPG heroes very rarely ever get the respect they deserve even when they do good?
Is that what you really want? How shameful of you!
Shameful display.
Disappointed in you.
Really? We need to do this, Joe.
I don't know who you are, but I recognize you, Apollonius. Tell me, what are you doing with this shady-looking idiot?
Shady-looking, yeah, because you're like the personification of good appearances, right?
That makes no sense. Always hated your stoic attitude. So, great talk. I'll kill you along with the rest of them.
You know, okay.
Again, he's really enjoying this.
Okay.
I kinda envying him right now.
Okay, if I can give this game something, Zenke is quite possibly the best idea of how you do a personified just roll with it kind of guy. He's crazy, so it makes sense, and he still points out, but he does it without being too obnoxious, surprisingly.
I don't know, Java. That thing that we, especially in the previous timeline, where he's just randomly killing people just so he can
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about mainly his personification. He is literally the personification of just roll with it. I'm not talking about his character as a whole. I'm talking about how they use him to just roll with scenes. Like, okay, he is actually how you do it properly without coming off as too obnoxious.
So guess what? So guess what? Everybody, Fang and Zenke made a bet that if Zenke wins, he gets to keep all the women for himself. And Fang went with this. And of course Tiara is not having any of this. However, both Arlie and Aaron trust Fang enough to do this. And Aaron even said, "My life is already on Fang's hands anyway." And Tiara eventually reluctantly agreed. Okay, fine, I'll putting my life on Fang's hands as well.
Charming.
Just go back to this guy already.
Because that doesn't look silly at all, does it?
Wait, we don't even actually get to fight it?
We do.
Oh, okay.
Are you coming on to me?
You're so adorable. I could just...
This is Robert, you're trying to do your
Because that's what they needed. Weird palette swap of a Kantai collection enemy.
I'm just getting warmed up. Cry for me.
Ow.
Scream for me.
Why is he talking to Fang like that?
I don't understand this game.
Bloody rain. I'm going to flood the world with blood.
Evangelion!
Who's this?
Yes. Oh, now Galdo just betrays him for no reason.
I thought that show could be a bit of a
Hold on,
troll
I think there might be a reason coming.
Well, to be fair to you, we already.
Hold on. What was that, Pedro?
Oh, well, to be fair to you, we already established in the previous timeline that Galdo doesn't really like Zenke, and he's just there because he feels like he's indebted to him.
Yeah,
so,
that's precisely the reason. I thought that due to the situation being different and the fact that Fang's party was caught with the hands on the cookie jar, he would actually be very resentful in leaving Zenke's side.
Considering what Zenke's been doing.
I'm clearly giving this game too much credit, obviously.
Yeah.
Anyway, I said Evangelion's apparently a bit of a chore to watch at times.
Ah, yeah.
You don't even know
I can't say yeah because I haven't seen it.
The thing with Evangelion...
I'm just gonna tell you, Dwebs, you're not gonna like the protagonist at all.
From what I hear, I'm probably not gonna like much of anybody.
That's what's gonna make it so much fun to commentate when we rip it apart.
Well,
but Joe's an anime masterpiece. How dare
that's another thing about Evangelion. Evangelion for a time was quite overrated.
Oh no, Zenke died!
So wait, in this timeline it's us we killed it and not Blondie?
Actually no, to be fair, I was kidding. Turns out he doesn't kill him this time, as he promised earlier.
Looks like I'm the winner, huh?
No, remember, he didn't kill him even the previous timeline, but it was Blondie who killed him.
Yeah, but remember, Teal, they thought that they killed him.
Yeah, whatever. Point is, this time he's sparing.
Kill me. Come on. Do it. Do it.
Do it, you mortal
Just do it.
I'm done fighting you. Instead, join my party.
No.
What? Your party?
Yeah, he's really like, what the fuck, dude?
Because it's a JRPG, don't you get it?
Join my party.
Are you sure about this? I mean, look who you're asking.
We can be besties.
Oh, I get it. We're doing bait and switching with this cutscene.
Impossible. You are being too kind to this butcher, Fang. He is beyond redemption.
Come on, maybe he's actually a fleshed out character underneath all that.
So it's like in Scary Movie 3 when they think they're like, convinced the ring girl spirit, and then he's like, no, I was just fucking with you.
I've heard that 3 days of training is all it takes to make a stray dog loyal.
That analogy is stupid, and so are you.
3 minutes!
Yeah, I'm gonna say Tiara on this one.
You've left yourself open!
Oh, Tiara was right.
Look out, eh?
Oh, so now Galdo's going to help.
And he's gonna die, probably.
No, actually no.
Oh, it's Galdo killing.
Well, remember, Shiroi, we already weakened Zenke before anyway, so...
Huh, this ain't betrayal, it's justice. You're a heartless monster. I've been waiting a long time to do this!
There you go, Teo, that was your answer.
Nah, cop out.
Really dead because of you?
Deal with it.
Thanks, Galdo. How do you know my name, eh?
Sorry, Dwebs, you get to hear more of his Canadian accent.
Which is actually not really as stereotyped as you think it is, but whatever.
Yo.
Oh, Dwebs was Bird.
Yes, I was.
Never mind, let's just move on.
I think I didn't miss much of import.
I know, but even if the odds were
Did I?
Nah. Basically, we beat Zenke and Galdo helped defeat him.
So, but don't you see, Teo? He has to try, even if there's this small of a chance.
You're a man after my own heart. From now on, I'm gonna. Yeah,
there you go, sure. Now these two get to be best.
Alright.
Galdo, join the party!
Way too grandiose for your own taste.
And now, cutscene with Aaron. And no, this is not a shipping cutscene. This is always a thing.
Yeah, yeah, isn't this the same thing that was playing during that Tiara and Fang shipping scene?
My guess is, Jova, they ran out of songs to make, so they had to reuse it for something.
Leave me alone.
I'm guessing you
Please,
still
leave
feel
me
bad
alone.
about Zenke, right?
He's basically Fang is sad because he really wanted to save Zenke.
Don't beat yourself
Fair
up
enough.
over it. You took a risk on another person's
Honestly, for as much as the game has failed at other things, this I can actually buy that Fang has become obsessed with saving people, which I actually can buy, so yeah, no
That
complaints.
will turns into, probably on the opposite side, the thing he's way too obsessed to actually understand what's going on under his nose.
Yeah, wait, what's going on under his nose?
No, essentially he can become too blinded to understand when someone is beyond redemption, just like Apollonius.
Oh boy, now we get to see not Virgil take over.
The same Lord Sherman who's famous for being the most powerful
Let me guess,
fencer in the land, right?
he also is the one who retained his memories.
I can hear you just
We've already established that.
Oh no, I thought you were referring to this concept. Okay.
My name is Pyga.
No, that's
I'm here
Bernard.
On behalf of the Dorfa Corporation.
Bernard.
The reason I'm here is
That's the
because I have
same
been sent
name
to scout
as
you
one of
for
the
an
characters from
executive
The
position within the
Office.
Which one? Music.
Again with the
Andrew
public
Bernard.
domain sound. That's probably the main soundtrack.
I'm guessing this is supposed to be Sherman's theme too.
No,
Remember, Pedro.
It's just
Remember, Pedro.
piano.
This is a public domain soundtrack. It's called Aria on the Fourth Chord or something.
Jova, when you say The Office, do you mean the UK one or the US one?
US one.
I'm at my wit's end here. There's no way I'm going back to Dorfa empty-handed. Don't you understand the position I'm in?
Please understand.
Oh, I understand. You're just desperate to save your own skin.
Basically, he wants to take him to the president,
Please grant me an
so
audience
that
with your
because
superior.
Sherman wants to offer his services
Yes,
to
of course.
Dorfa.
Gladly.
I'm sure this will
Please
not
excuse me while I
backfire in the
contact the
slightest.
company. Mr. President, I just finished scouting some promising new talent.
There you go.
What happened to Zenke? Well,
Oh yeah, about that.
He was actually defeated by some sneaky little boy named Fang.
Actually was defeated by Galdo, but
I understand
whatever.
your anger, sir, but Zenke was a total turd compared to this new fencer. Please don't
Total
fire me.
turn.
Wow, no shots spared.
And now back to Evil Corp.
I thought he was going to chuck him off that
The
tower.
president is expecting you.
They might as well just name this Evil Corp. That's all this is.
Hello, useless villain.
Oh, tells me, Teo. You don't even. You're about to get even more of that.
I'm gonna take a guess and say that Fang doesn't even interact with him at all.
No.
Of course.
Soon the vile god will be revived.
Well, technically there is a scene in the Evil Goddess route.
I want you to
Oh,
serve
briefly
me
talk.
as I usher in
Is this guy voiced by Liam O'Brien?
Anyway,
No.
the point.
I'll
No.
check.
And the
check
point
with
is,
God.
the point is, Anagata
I
is.
serve no one.
He's gonna kill him, ain't he?
There you go. And there you go, Teo. Sorry, Anagata's
Wow.
guns.
Oh,
Again.
wait, I see what they're doing. They're pulling a Final Fantasy VII with a guy we thought was
And
gonna
guess
be.
what? And guess what, Jova?
Mr. President,
What?
Bernard is about to hear. Bernard, Vice President, is about to hear of this. So let's see what his reaction is to all this.
And he's probably gonna claim that the old president was weak and that he should now serve Lord Sherman because he's the more powerful one.
No, they're gonna fight each other or something.
Sorry, Teo, but Jova's got it right.
Fucking really.
Yep.
It doesn't state here who voices Aganata in the English dub, Jova, sorry. But it didn't sound like Lion.
It's not Lion. I'm pretty sure I would recognize if it was Lion.
Hanagata has been recalled. And now we shall serve our new leader.
Really?
Yes.
Fucking really.
Bernard, what are you?
You see, the moral here is if you want to become president of a company, just go in there, kill the president, and then and the employees will just acclaim you as the new
Again,
president.
Klingon promotion.
The sad is that you know, actually I like better the one.
Ah!
Jesus.
Jesus, that's creepy!
I actually like better when the man with the golden gun did it. After Christopher Lee killed the head of the company, and then the guy comes in and asks what happened. Christopher Lee said, "Mr. Vat has just resigned."
Not just that, but yes, I will go this. Turns out it's also he can use them. Anyway, what I was gonna say was, because there's no such thing as you know, paperwork and shit. It's just this is how it works.
reputation.
So...
Again, it's like Dorfa needs to be presented to the public anyway with a good image, so yeah.
So I literally they pulled a Final Fantasy VII where the character you think is going to be the big bad, surprise, gets killed by the true big bad.
Brilliant.
There's always a bigger bad.
Anyway, everybody, in the next part, we move on and keep trying our best to get more Furies and eventually, I guess, go back to the Faith Drop and try this shit again. Let's see if it goes better this time.
Let's get ourselves a good future.
See ya.
See ya.